Welcome back. We have finally arrived on Pestilon, the home of the evil software company known as ScumSoft. It's interesting how our ship appears to be a different color on every planet that we land on. Different lighting conditions or palette limitations. Either is possible, I guess. Okay, well, where do we go from here? Actually, it does not matter. Regardless of which direction you go in, you end up in the same place. You make your way through the forest of strange trees to this clearing where you discover the entrance to some large underground complex. This must be ScumSoft. Suddenly, the door to the complex begins to open. Ooh, we found it. But there's guards coming out. Several guards file out of the entrance and disperse into the woods. They must have been alerted to your presence when you landed. 2 guards remain behind to watch the entrance. Okay, now this puts us in a conundrum because those guards are looking for us. But, oh, the game doesn't like me hanging around here that long. Those guards are looking for us, so if we hang around out here, if we return to the ship, then things will probably go wrong. Because they'll find us. So let's just try to enter ScumSoft. Maybe the guards at the door won't notice us. Sure, we'll be fine. Oops. What the hell kind of gun is that? Congratulations on your recent death. Oh, we don't get a custom death message for this. It seems like we've been encased in jello. That's the jello guns that the message of the 2 guys spoke about. Okay, well, that didn't go so well. Yes, we've seen this. So how can we evade those guards? If only there were some way we could avoid being seen. If only we had some way to, you know, become invisible. Like an invisibility belt. If only. Wait, we do have one. Okay, you wear the belt. Well, I guess it has a button on the front, because we saw Arnold push it. Wow, this thing really works. You then quickly realize that you only have a few moments before the belt's power pack is depleted. It's always the case with these things. So, I need to wait for that message again. There we go. And enter ScumSoft, this time unseen. You now stand invisible before the entrance to ScumSoft. 2 mean-looking guards stand watch. They've no doubt been instructed to shoot anything that moves, so don't waste any more time gawking. Okay. We'll head inside. And oh, just in time. What's happening? It looks like you've made it just in time, as your invisibility belt is now completely out of power. How inconvenient. Also, not a coincidence, it always runs out when you get here. I think it also runs out if you waste too much time outside. But regardless of how quickly you get in here, it will always run out when you get to this point. Well, no worries. Looks like we made it. The guards aren't looking inside. You're within the outer fortifications of the ScumSoft headquarters. You see an elevator door and a button on the wall. Interesting place, actually. I mean, it looks more like a military fortress. I've worked at software companies, and they're not usually this fortified. Oh well. They also usually don't have armed guards. At least not in my experience. Sorry. Let's head inside. Hopefully that doesn't trigger any alarms. Oh, great. This particular section. This is one of the most awkwardly controlled sections in any game, any Sierra game. I'm gonna save here because I don't remember which door is which. Because in order to go through those doors, you have to line up pretty precisely. Well, I made that one. But... security! We have an intruder in accounting! Oops. And another jello gun. Just like Mom used to make. As your life sputters to a close, you decide to cut down on desserts. And now we get a custom jello message. Good. Oh well. Looks like we'll need a disguise to get in there. Too bad that the invisibility belt ran out. Wow, Roger's quite broad-shouldered. Hey, another door. This is what I meant by having to be lined up properly. Why is Roger just walking in the walls? Nothing happened. You find yourself in... guess. A janitor's closet. You certainly have a sixth sense about this kind of thing. Sure. Anything in here? What the hell do I have to type to find out what's in here? That, I guess. Rummaging about the cramped closet, you find a pair of old, grimy janitorial coveralls. Disguising oneself as a janitor? It's so clever, they'd never expect it. Except we are a janitor. Let's wear those coveralls then. What a great idea, Roger! No one would be suspicious of a janitor walking around. You grab the coveralls and pull them on, seizing the opportune moment to dump all of the old items you've been pocketing along the way. What a great disguise! Wait, what's this? You reach down into the pocket of the grimy coveralls and find... well, what do you know? Mr. Garbage! A trash vaporizer. You've seen these babies in all the janitorial supply catalogs, but your superiors were always too cheap to outfit you with one. You know, back when I first played this game, and I was just learning English, I could never figure out what the hell a vaporizer was. I mean, obviously it got rid of trash, but I had no idea what the word meant. Now I do know. It vaporizes trash, as you might expect. Wow! We're disguised, and you can see we actually have this thing in our hand. Have we looked in this hallway yet? No. You're in a hallway, somewhere deep in the innards of ScumSoft Inc. Okay, let's see. Any other doors here we need to know about? Ooh, there's one. But it doesn't open, so Roger just walks into it. The door is a keycard security system, as well as a composite facial scanner. It will be pretty tricky gaining access. A facial scanner, that's not a good thing. I mean, a keycard, I can see how we might find one somewhere, but how are we gonna fool the facial scanner? Well, I'm sure something will present itself. I'm assuming we have to go in there. I mean, it's an adventure game, and it's a locked door. Obviously we need to go in there. We need to find those two guys who sent us the message somewhere. Maybe they're behind that door. And I'm having trouble lining up with this one. There we go. And this guy now finds that everything is in order. You're in the cost-efficient corporate accounting department of ScumSoft Inc. These hard-working accountants are trying to figure out where the company spends its money. Okay, now this is basically a maze, and it's not that difficult. The only thing you need to be aware of is that if you just walk around, they'll get suspicious of you and zap you again. What you need to do is act like the janitor you are, which basically means you need to vaporize trash as you pass it. But I guess we're gonna have to tackle this maze in the next video.